Hello everybody, I hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to another P3D video. Today we are on the ground at Edinburgh for our Christmas special, where we are heading off to Rovaniemi in Finland. So, yeah, one of the Lapland airports. Yeah, this is the first time I've kind of done a sort of Christmas special flight. I mean, if you've been following the channel for a long time, you will remember that I did upload a landing in the PMDG 737 6 years ago, I think, into Rovaniemi, but apart from that, that's the only sort of Christmassy video I've done. So yeah, looking forward to this one, something a bit different, but hopefully, yeah, a good new video for you guys to enjoy. So yeah, we're on the ground at Edinburgh today, in the FSLabs easyJet A320. This is a rail route. It's the only direct Edinburgh to Rovaniemi flight that exists, certainly this year anyway. So we're going to be doing it. We are EasyJet Juliet Romeo tonight, or I should say this morning, because it's currently 7:45 in the morning in the flight simulator. So yeah, so across to Rovaniemi today, where our flight plan kind of takes us north, kind of over Aberdeen, then off the north coast of Scotland and away across the North Sea onto the west coast of Norway, flying over kind of northern Norway into Sweden, and then up towards Rovaniemi in kind of, yeah, northern Finland, central northern Finland. So the flight data for today, we are, just let me find it. We have a zero fuel weight of 62.2 tons, taking 178 passengers, and we have an expected flight time today of we've got an expected flight time today of about, I would say, 3 hours, 5 minutes. Yeah, that's expected to be the block time, but the air time is about 2 hours 34 minutes, according to SimBrief. So, and we'll be cruising at a flight level of 350 today. So I think we should stop waffling and get into the flight deck. So it's cold and dark. Yeah, this is the first flight of the day. So cold and dark, as you'd expect. So we'll get our ground power connected up. So we'll brighten up the MCDU here, and we'll connect to our ground power. We'll set the nose wheel steering pin, and everything else is okay here. So we will enable external power, and we'll immediately get some integrated lights on. Can get our dome light on as well. Is that actually going to do anything? A little bit. It's certainly not as bright as the 737 dome light. We'll get some more integrated lights on. Can get floodlight on, or not. It doesn't really go as bright as I hoped, but and can come under here and get the FCU integrated lighting on, and yeah, I think that's pretty good. So we will get our navigation lights on. Yeah, the displays are all on, they've done their tests, and we can start to enter our data. So for fuel today, we have a block fuel of 10,282 kilograms for our trip to Rovaniemi, and we are going to be taking a payload, I said before, I think 62.2 tons. So we'll get that in there, and yes. So we shall be proceeding with that. So we will get the catering services requested. Just do
Catering
Cuisine
vehicles
Air.
are on their way.
and we can check that the engine master switches are off, engine mode selector is normal, landing gear lever is down, parking brake it's on, but that's fine, GSX will want that on, flaps are up, speed brake, ground spoilers are retracted, thrust levers are idle. Yep. Transponder mode with standby. Radio control panels are on. Ecam recall is normal. Can get the DCDUs on. So the cockpit get briefly illuminated there by the ground crew. So we can check anti-skid switch is on, which it is. Can come to the overhead, can arm our emergency exit lights. No smoking signs can come on. Not auto on, because that's non-negotiable. Seatbelts can come on as well. Wing and engine anti-ice. Let's check our temperature. It's 13 degrees in Edinburgh. That is warm for the winter. So we won't need the anti-ice obviously right now. But we probably will in Rovaniemi. So we can check the probe window heat is auto as it is. We can get the crew supply on as well. The hot air, the packs and the bleeds are on. Blower extractor fans are normal. Engine gens and APU gen are all on. Fuel pumps, we can get them on. And yeah, GPWS are all on. FCS, flight control surfaces, are on. ADIRSs, we can align them. So IR1 on bat. IR2 on bat. And IR3 on bat. Can perform our fire tests. Engine 1, engine 2, and engine 3. From the overhead panel, I believe we can start setting up FMGC. So this page is fine, the engine rating's fine. I'm well aware of my out-of-date nav database, but SimBrief is consistent with that for me. I've made sure of that. Come to init. We do have a company route. We are Echo Golf Papa Hotel, Echo Foxtrot Romeo Oscar. That's filled all our data in nicely. We can just double check that. Our alternate is Echo Sierra November Uniform, which is Umeå Airport. That's probably not the correct pronunciation, but it's in Sweden. And yes, we can come to the flight plan page. Select our departure runway, which we'll just double check. Active sky is still 24, and we are flying out via the Grice 3 Charlie. Departure. Insert. And that'll take us to Grice. And Oslet is our final waypoint, and we'll be taking the Oslet to Charlie. Departure. Arrival into Rovaniemi, runway 21 at the moment. But we won't do that now. We've got 3 hours. Well, 2.5 hours in the air, so it's long enough for us to hold off until approach, or top of descent. So we can come to the second initialization page. That is correct. Fuel prediction and 0 fuel weight is correct. So we can come to performance. So at this juncture we will calculate our takeoff performance information. So we are Echo Golf Papa Hotel, by runway 24. All that information is correct, but we will do flap 1 departure. So we'll calculate all that. So we'll go for a V1 of 144 knots, VR of 146, and V2 is 147 today. Acceleration altitude is 1,100 feet. Flex temperature is 50 degrees, and stabilizer trim is 0.5 degrees down, so we can do 1/down 0.5. The flex temperature of 50 degrees, and we can get this off for now. So that is the MCDU set up. So we can get the first officer's MCDU on now, and just get the options page. If we're ready for disconnecting ground equipment, we'll request boarding.
Boarding requested.
And yeah, we'll just cross-check, double-check. 6,000 feet is our transition altitude on the performance page. So we can check that the landing system is off on both sides. The EFIS is arc and range 10. We can do range 20 on the first officer's side. We can set the QNH to 1017. We can get the VORs on. We can just set cruise altitude because we're not on ATC. We can just do a nice open climb.
Passengers bus is coming.
Yeah, it won't be able to go into managed mode until the ADIRSs have aligned in 5 minutes. We can check our ECAM status, which again is not normal at the moment, but that's kind of just waiting for our hydraulics to come on. And RS alignment, as I said, let's just drop to 4 minutes now. And CDU 1 is on the flight plan page. So we can get the APU master switch on. Doors should open automatically for cargo loading and passenger loading. You can see the APU flap is opening there. Flaps open, so we can hit APU start. It's great that the FSLab doors open. The FSLabs doors open automatically for GSX. I know it's been a feature for a long time, but there's still some aircraft that don't do that. So it's good to have that. You can hear the APU spooling up nicely now. Yes. Quiet Edinburgh. Delta 767. And that's it. Very quiet airport today. Oh, there is a FedEx 737-400, which I believe is operated by ASL Airlines, Belgium, I think.
Hello.
So the APU is available, so we can get the APU bleed on. And we can get the seatbelts on. Oh, we've done the seatbelt signs, never mind. And the external power can come off.
Morning.
So I will be back with you guys when boarding is complete. Hello everybody, so welcome back. We can close the doors now. So to do that manually, at least partially, we can get our external controls disconnected, so the GPU and our ground shocks. Get to the flight plan page. In the FMGC, IRSs have aligned, So we can just check that the FCU has dashes and balls there, which it does. It's in managed mode. Ecam status is normal. And that is all fantastic. So we can get our block time on. We can get the beacon on. And request pushback to the left.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback. Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted.
We are not going to see much daylight today. I'm recording this on Christmas Eve, so we're just 3 days past the shortest day of the year, and especially up even further north in the northern hemisphere towards Rovaniemi. It's barely going to be light all day. But that's Lapland, isn't it? I'm looking forward to arriving. So yeah, tail to the left.
Locking gear. Release parking brakes.
Release parking brakes.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Okay, so we can start engine 2. N2's coming up, N1's coming up, EGT's coming up, fuel flow is 300 kilograms per hour.
Set parking brakes. Waiting your confirmation for good engine start.
Alright, start engine 1. PTU. N2's coming up, N1, EGT and fuel flow are coming as well. Love the sound of the engine starting. Well, on any aircraft really, but we're very good on this particular simulation. The FSLabs. Control tower here at Edinburgh lights up red for the Christmas holidays. Until early January. We just get the dome light off. Right. That's a good engine start. We'll let GSX know that.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Engine
Unlocking
selector
gear.
normal. APU bleed and APU can come off. You can arm the spoilers. Rudder trim is 0. Pitch trim, we can set that. What is it? Yeah, 0.5 degrees down. Yeah, I've not flown in a while, so maybe I'm being a tiny bit slow, so I apologise for that. But we'll be fine. So it's 0.5 degrees down. Well, that's the wrong direction. 0.5 degrees down.
Tow truck disconnected.
Flight control
Bypass
check.
pin removed.
Full left. Full right.
Left is clear.
Neutral.
Right is
Full
clear.
up, full down. Neutral. Rudder full left. Rudder full right. Neutral. Flaps 1. Ecam status. Normal. And doors closed and armed. Locked and armed. So we can get our nose lights on to taxi. Don't want to blind our marshal, but he's not in the beam of light. Okay. So we've had our signal on the right. So we can release parking brake and get on our way. Test the braking. Set auto brake to max. Do RTO config, which is normal. So we can get predicted wind shear to also weather radar on. Set our transponder. No, don't need to set it much at the moment. Onto the old runway 12/30. Looking forward to this departure. Moving north of Scotland. Our brake temperatures are alright. Brake fans off, engine mode selector is normal. Get the TCAS to TARA. Oh. That's set, right? Yeah. 5 degrees up from the weather radar, that's fine. Anti-skid switch is on. Oncoming aircraft. So we can pretty much just do a rolling takeoff. Get strobe lights on. Landing lights, nose light, takeoff and runway turn-off lights on. Try and get a nice straight line up. It's quite good. Yeah, that's alright. So N1 40%. Stabilize. Corner 1. Land flex 50 degrees, ISRS runway, auto thrust blue. 100 knots. V1, rotate. Positive rate to gear up. Always disarm. Flaps up. Climb thrust. Whoa. Into the thick of the clouds already. Get the autopilot on. Check the engine mode select as normal. Expose the disarm. Flaps are up. Gear is up. Nose light we can get off. Runway turn off. Can come off. Packs are on. We don't need any anti-ice at the minute. Look at those clouds. We're just an open climb. We do not need to follow any altitude restrictions. Passing through the transition altitudes, so standard, standard, standard 3 times. And the altimeter. You can just about see Edinburgh Airport still there. Climbing out like a rocket. Passing through 10,000 feet. So we can get our landing lights off and our seatbelt signs off. That's the airfield there. It's pretty cloudy. Just flying over Linlithgow now. So that's pretty much the departure. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Very dark, but yeah, it was good. Got the sunrise just coming, so hopefully you'll enjoy the cruise cinematics. And I will see you on our approach into Rovaniemi. Okay, so hello everyone, welcome back into the descent and approach into Rovaniemi. We're just approaching Vekip, which is our transition, and as you can see we're just about to turn onto the localizer for an ILS runway 21 Zulu arrival. I've programmed everything in. I didn't want to have too much sitting around on the approach, so that's why I'm back with you guys at such a late stage, but I think there's still a good amount still left to do. I hope they make for an entertaining approach and landing. So we're just below the glide slope, so you can see it. It could be, I think it is the real glide slope. Sometimes you do see like a sort of false glide slope appearing when you're quite early on your approach, but I think that probably is the right one. We're supposed to intercept the ILS at 2,400 feet. So yeah, everything's looking good. I'm just about to set flaps 1, just so we get a little bit closer to the localizer. Coming through the clouds nicely. So the surface winds are 146 at 9 knots. So not too bad. Right, we'll get flap 1 going. Oh, there we go. Manually slow ourselves down. I find that the FSLabs just slows down better when you actually manually control it. I'm not sure why that is, at least from my experience. sunset. I mean, it's kind of, the whole flight has been either sunrise or sunset pretty much, so it's quite surreal. But that's the Northern Hemisphere at Christmas time. So, yeah. So I've intercepted the localizer, so it's gear down. I'm also on the approach mode. And we'll get flap 2. Set. And our V approach is 142 knots, so we'll just get that set in. On the spoilers. Set a medium auto brake. Those lights can come on. The runway turn-offs can come on too. So we can set flap 3. Maybe that was a bit early. Probably should have waited till intercepted the localizer. Sorry, not the localizer, the glide slope. Not sure enough where we are, and we're flaps 3, so naturally it's time for flaps full. That is wonderful, look at that. So, landing checklist, landing gear down, spoilers armed, auto rig set to medium, nose light is in the takeoff position, and landing lights are on. Landing checklist complete. Manually 5 aircraft about 1,000 feet radio altitude. We're pretty much bang on the profile as you'd expect. So it remains us to land this bird down to Rovaniemi. It's a lovely approach. This is a view I recorded from for, well, it was a replay obviously, for my previous Rovaniemi video about 6 years ago. The 2E747-800. I think I flew over Manchester maybe? That was a while ago, I don't remember. It was just a landing in the video. But anyway, we're going off topic there. Or maybe we're not. It is Rovaniemi after all. And I'm just waiting to disengage the autopilot, so there you go. There's no other traffic here at Rovaniemi that we need to worry about. Yeah, that's wonderful. I do not fly in here often at all. Right, that's 1,000 feet, radio altimeter. Disengage autopilot. My aircraft. Rain starting. Is it?
100 above.
We did reach minimums a long time ago, but I should have said it. Land.
Minimum
Land.
30.
Oh. Well,
20.
I was being
Retard.
stupid there.
Retard. 20. Retard. 10.
Alright, we're done. Knots manual braking. Oh, the cloud is quite low. next exit. Sorry about that. Well, welcome down to Rovaniemi. Have a good flight. I don't know why I thought we'd had minimums already. Just wasn't thinking properly there. This plane is not slowing down well. To run us straight away until we start to tidy up. Yeah. It's very cloudy here. It looks very wintry. Okay, chrono off, nose light taxi, landing lights off, runway turn offs off, strobes off, transponder standby, disarm spoilers, flaps up. Right in front of the Rovaniemi sign, lovely. Look at that fog. Oh man, it's not slowing down well at all. Yep, we've parked too far. It's fine though. Right, parking brake set. Should have started the APU. Yeah, a little bit rusty, not flown for a few months. Apologies for that. Right, we can get the landing system off. Weather radar off. Check the brake temperatures actually. Yeah, they're hot. Let's get the brake fan on. Flap open, we can start up the APU. Right, that's the APU on the buses. And we can finally shut down our engines. Right. Wait for them to spool down sufficiently. Can request boarding, sorry, deboarding.
Boarding requested.
Beacon off. Seatbelt sign off. fuel pump off. Fuel pumps off. Back on the chocks. Stop our block time, which was nice. That was great. Right.
Passengers bus is coming.
We can get our external power on. And the APU off after all that, turning it on. Right. Welcome down to Rovaniemi. That was a good one. Apologies for the rustiness on the landing there. Yeah, the FSLabs does not seem to break well. It might just be the icy conditions. It's a nice screenshot though. So, yep, Merry Christmas guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this Christmas special, something a bit different. And hopefully, yeah, more to come. Cheers.